to You Can Do It Too, a podcast highlighting regular folks who followed their dreams and made it happen. I'm Joan Hutchinson, your restaurant maven. I've been described as a risk taker, though I never thought of myself that way. My mom always told me I could do or be whatever I wanted as long as I set my mind to it, and I believed her. I ran a successful catering company that led to owning and operating a top 10 Orange County restaurant and catering venue, prior to earning a bachelor's degree in business management and marketing. You know what I learned by going to school after all of that? You don't need a degree to accomplish your dreams. You need drive, passion, and a belief in yourself. You also need some caring folks who support you and believe in you. I didn't need a formula to tell me how to properly staff for a week. I needed common sense and a deep care for creating outstanding dining experiences for my guests. I've been coaching and consulting with salespeople and small business owners for the last few years and blogging with business advice. I just wanted to do more, to reach more of you. I decided to talk with folks I admire, who kick ass at what they do, to show you that you can do it too. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Joan Hutchinson, your restaurant maven. Tonight, we are talking about self-confidence. Self-confidence. Oxford Languages defines it as a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. Stop being self-depreciating. I mean it. No one likes that. Would you please stop doubting yourself and stop doubting that you can be an inspiration to someone? I am shocked at the number of folks I invite on the show who say, I don't know what I would talk about, or why would you want me to be on the show? Please don't be embarrassed to admit that you are good at something. Be proud. Everyone's good at something. Some of us are good at whistling. My sister Maureen, she can put 2 fingers in her mouth and whistle as good as any of those dads on the block when the street lights come on. Some have a knack for finding something to say to anyone and everyone they meet, like Michelle Ferry, Rebecca Baylor, and Paula Matichek. I myself am a hospitality expert. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I have been in restaurants since I was 16. So it's been about 20 years. Wink, wink. I've worked every position in a restaurant, from host to baker. I've also worked hotels, front desk, housekeeping, night audit, and every once in a while, maintenance. I have earned that expert title. Look, I know that we have been told that humility is what we should all strive for, but I'm telling you, stand up and be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. So you're a stay-at-home mom. I've heard many say, I don't have a career. What? You are raising the future leaders of the world. You are managing household finances, which translates to working with budgets. You're a time management specialist, getting kids to school, to soccer practice, and recitals, and a skilled negotiator, calming kids and spouses on a regular basis. Be proud. The dictionary says that humble has 2 meanings: an adjective, having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance, and the verb, lower someone in dignity or importance. Please do not do this to yourself. We do not have to walk around pretending to be more than we are, but we sure as heck shouldn't be putting ourselves lower than anyone else. Can't we just be real people? I am doing this podcast because I believe we all have it in us to succeed. And I want you to believe that too. The people that I ask on the show are genuine people who just do what they love and they don't let fear or what other people think dictate who or what they are. I know I keep going back to the dictionary, and here I go again. Oxford defines fear as an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. Did you catch that key phrase? Caused by the belief. We have all got to start believing in ourselves a lot more. We can only lead change by facing fears and choosing growth over comfort. Michelle Poler wrote that in her book, Hello Fears. She also said, our comfort zone expands as we face our fears and contracts as we limit ourselves. The problem is that our ignorance is feeding our fears by the minute. Wow, she's got some great insight. If you have not heard of Hello Fears or you haven't read it yet, check her out. Now, I like to listen to books, and she is the one who reads it on Audible. So she is definitely available there, and I'm sure you can find that book on Amazon as well. Please stop being afraid. Please stop being afraid to stand up and be proud of your accomplishments. Some people, just getting up and out of bed in the morning is an accomplishment. And you know what? They need to pat themselves on the back and say, hey, I did it. I got out of bed today. I read a book today. I wrote a page today. I exercised today. I said hello to a stranger today. I told my sister, who I haven't talked to in 2 years, that I missed her, that I forgave her, and that I want her in my life again. Let's stop being afraid and let's focus on not only our own fulfillment, but how we can help others fulfill what is great in their life. To me, it's just so important that we hear from other people that are like us about how they did it, how they got where they are today, what they overcame. That's what I'm trying to do with this podcast. And I hope you're learning and growing with me. Before I continue, we do need to hear from our sponsors. So hang with me and I'll be right back. I am lucky to have some amazing award-winning cheeses right up the road. Door Artisan Cheese in Egg Harbor, Wisconsin offers small batch cheeses that have been winning awards for years. And in Wisconsin, that's some tough competition. You don't have to live in Door County to get these cheeses, though. Just go to doorartisancheese.com and check out their selection. Their most popular is the Top Hat Cheddar, but my favorite is their beer-washed Gouda called Valmy. Check them out for yourself at doorartisancheese.com. Welcome back to You Can Do It Too. I'm Joan Hutchinson, and we are talking about self-confidence. So I am thinking about my mom because she had a quiet confidence that I don't believe I have seen in anyone since. I remember that she decided that she wanted to redo the backsplash in her kitchen. Now, my stepfather did not want her to do the backsplash. He didn't want to spend the money on anybody else to do it, and he really didn't trust her to do it. And he went away for a couple of days, and she said to me, well, I have a book and I know where to get the tiles. So Aunt Bev and I are going to do the backsplash this weekend. Well, once backsplash was done, there was nothing he could do about it. And she did a fine job on it. It's still there. You know, We just need to believe in ourselves. So, Brian Tracy actually talks about having a positive attitude to boost your self esteem and your self confidence. Um, he's saying that it's a mindset. I've talked about it before, but he suggests surrounding yourself with positive people and taking care of your health. My favorite suggestion of his um, is to have positive expectations. And I really like that because a lot of times, like in business and often in life, we say, well, what's worst case scenario? Or we want to make sure that we are prepared for the worst, plan for the best, but prepare for the worst. And I don't like that idea. I think being smart and knowing all that is entailed in whatever endeavor we are charging forward with is very important. We need to be smart about what we do and the choices that we make. But once we decide to go for it, we need to trust in our intuition and believe that the decision we've made is the right one. We need to believe in it. We need to give it our all. We need to expect the positive. When we expect the positive things are more likely to happen. I wanted to give you a few more tips about boosting self-confidence. Starting each day with one thing that we're grateful for. So we can it's great when we share this with someone we know and love, but we don't have to just do it with someone else. Of course, we should know and love ourselves. So telling ourselves one thing that we're grateful for each day, either at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. Really important. And I think it brings things into perspective. Another thing that I recommend is that you challenge yourself to talk to one stranger a day. Say hello, but maybe say something more than just hello. When you see someone, you can say, "Oh my goodness, that's a great pink purse. Love it." See what they have to say. Sometimes they'll stop and have a conversation with you about where they got it and how they love pink. And you never know, you might just make a great friend. Women like it when you compliment their shoes. Yesterday, we had a glorious, sunny day finally here in Wisconsin. It's been quite cold. We have not felt like spring, but yesterday we got some sunshine and it was beautiful. And I was walking into a store and I saw a man coming out with his cart. He was pushing his cart and I said, "Oh my goodness, what a great day to be out and shopping," right? He responded, we had a few words, but it just feels good to have a conversation with a stranger and a positive interaction. I also recommend that you move your body daily. Just take a few minutes, take a walk. There are statistics that tell us that getting outside is amazing for our mental state, that it creates positive energy and positive emotions. So if you can move outside, that would be great. Just take a walk around your house, around the outside. That's how If you're an expert in your field, have a unique story to tell, or an interesting point of view, it's time to explore the world of podcasting with Kitcaster, a podcast booking agency. You can expect a completely customized concierge service from their staff of communication experts. Kitcaster is your secret weapon in podcasting for business. Your audience is waiting to hear from you. Go to kitcaster.com/maven to apply for a special offer for friends of this podcast. Stepfather, as he got older, that's how he got his exercise. He would just walk around inside and outside the house a few times a day. But moving your body is really good. It gets that blood flowing and makes you realize that you can move. You have good energy, and just the surge in your mental state. Is it the hippocampus that it lights up and gets your cortisol working. That's the word. It's the cortisol that gets going. So move your body. And then another thing that will help you with a positive mental state and build self-confidence is to do something nice for someone each day. I can go back to that, giving someone a compliment, sharing a positive thought with someone, buying the coffee for the person behind you in line at Starbucks, saying thank you to the garbage man when he comes and collects your garbage. Think of something that you can do that's nice for someone else. I feel like when we think of others, it tends to make us feel good about ourselves. So, just a few hints to help you build your self confidence and stay positive, and know that you are great at many, many things, and you have something to be proud of. So, be proud, stand strong, and keep listening to You Can Do It Too. Like I said before, I'm doing this podcast because I believe that we all have it in us to succeed. And I want you to believe that too. So the people that I have on the podcast are normal people like you and me who saw an opportunity and ran with it. Listen every other Sunday. You can find us on Spotify and YouTube and really anywhere you listen to your podcasts. And if you're looking for more information about your restaurant business, go to yourrestaurantmaven.com, read my blog, and connect with me for coaching and consulting opportunities. Thanks again for joining me today. Thanks to Chris Hutchinson for producing. See you next time.